Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Monday, my day off. So, between last night and this morning, I really worked at my to-do list. I made a list of the things I need to do to wrap up March, and I made my April goals. Okay, now, February, didn't finish my goals. Had to transfer some of it to March. March, didn't finish my goals. Had to transfer some of it to April. And those were months where I only had like 4 or 5 items on the list. So what do I do for April? I put 10 items on the list. Because I kept thinking of stuff. So I figured, okay, I'll put it on. And this time I have water in case I start coughing. So there's a preemptive sip. Okay, get that out of camera range. So, what are the 10 items on my April list? Number 1 is the Ami Book Challenge. I had fun with that last year, so I'm doing that again this year. I have a list of the 24 amigurumi books that I currently have, and sometimes I put all the titles into a wheel. Other times I just do a random number generator and pick a number for me. Well, this month it picked out my book by Knotmonster. I got his book of Reversible amigurumi, and I'm going to make this little penguin that you flip around and it goes into an egg. I'm making a penguin, yes. Okay, so it was fun. Number 2 will be the Mystery Yarn Challenge. I've signed up for that again. So once Lori picks the names later today and I get my email, I will be sending yarn out to someone. And within a week or so, I should be getting a package of yarn and I get to make something with it. So that's very loosey-goosey. I'm not sure if it'll be one big item or a bunch of little items. It depends on the yarn. So, okay. The next one is I'm back to the Artist's Choice again. I think it was back in December or so. I had my husband make up bags of yarn for me with 3 or 4 colors that went together, and I'm going to make projects from those colors. Well, further down on the list, there's the emotional support chicken. For the emotional support chicken, I pulled a skein of variegated yarn. And then I was trying to match colors from the variegated yarn for the other colors in the chicken. Couldn't find the right green. And then I realized the green was a green that matched pretty well, was in the last of the Artist's Choice bags that he made for me. So I'm going to pull that bag out and use that yarn this month. Okay. February. I was going to do a pattern that I purchased but never made. PJ Friends Charlie Horse. Didn't do it. Moved it to March. Didn't do it. So that has been moved to April also. Poor Charlie Horse. One of these days I am going to get around to making him. Okay, number 5. Yip, 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 yip. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See the yip, yip? I found a YouTube tutorial by Little Bitty Noggins on how to make the cute little Yip Yips. As you can see, I've already made one. I want to get 2 more made up and get a listing put up on Etsy for them. They don't take all that long. They're fun. So I wanted to type up the pattern today because I watched her video and I wrote down all of the steps as she was saying it. So today I typed it up. I actually have one about halfway done just from memory. okay, I know you go up to 24 stitches, and then you do back loop only, and then you go up so many. So I've got that much done, but now I have to do make the shaping to make the mouth. So I'll have one done today probably. Okay, so number 5 was Yip Yips. Number 6 is the emotional support chicken. Yep. Yip, 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 yip. I did pull the yarn yesterday, but I haven't started yet. I thought, okay, maybe I should sketch this out and have an idea of where I'm supposed to start. Like, what color is the tail going to be? What color is the head going to be? So that has slowed me down, but I'll probably start that today. Okay, number 7, my monster of the month. I have sketched it out already. Will it show if I... And you'll also see all my messy notes if I show it to you. I don't know if this is gonna... When I sketch them out, I don't do them all that dark. So this is an orange monster with green accents. Is he gonna show? He's washing out. He's washing out. There you go. You can see the smile. Probably could also see my to-do list. Yeah, I did add E-rank. I did add March Etsy. I didn't sign up for tops yet. April goals, yep, did that. The video, I'm doing that now. See, I'm making progress. Let's see. Oops, I turned my page. I have to get back to my goals. So I have him sketched out. I will work on him, but before I work on the April-March monster, I need to make another one of the March monster and get that pattern published before I move on to April. March is catching up with me. Okay. Then number 8 is another Ankylosaurus. It's one of my favorites, and they always sell, so I just want to make another one. That might overlap with either my mystery yarn challenge or the artist choice, if I get yarns in those that I think would make a good dinosaur. I think there are yarns in the mystery, nope, the artist choice bag. I'll have to get a picture of it and put it over here, because I know there's tan and at least one green and maybe a blue, but I'm not sure. So that might become an Ankylosaurus. And then Ballerina Kitty. I'm out again. It seems like as fast as I can make these, they sell. So I want to make another Ballerina Kitty. And the last thing on the list is 5 new Etsy listings. I'm always updating old ones. Like when I make the Ankylosaurus, I will incorporate that into the old listing as a new option. But 5 new listings. I've been putting up some of my wool and wool blend yarn just because working with wool does not make my eyes happy. My eyes get all scratchy and just, they feel awful if I work with wool. There's something about the way the fibers fly up and get my eyes. So I have been going through and putting up Etsy listings. The section in my shop that was formerly called Patterns is now Patterns/Yarn. And I think I've got 3 listings up. And I probably, there's 2 in there. 3, there's probably at least 3 or 4 more that I will put up. So just clearing out some stuff that I know I won't use, and that will help to, if it sells, that will help to get me back in the black again a little bit sooner than July. It's this little game. Like, okay, let's see how little we can spend and how much we can bring in during these months. But then there's expenses. Like next month I will be going down to Pennsylvania again. So that mileage really adds up. It's like a 400-mile round trip. So I think that adds like $200 to my expense because the business reimbursement is 60 cents per mile or something like that. So it really has to be a good craft show to offset the mileage. But there is the added perk of seeing grandchildren while I'm down there. So that's why I do shows down there. So I can go down and visit. Just, okay. I was going to say, just don't tell the accountant. But she'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's good, that's good. That's what you're supposed to do. I had originally planned on going out and doing my shopping today. But then I got an email saying that I should sign up for the senior discount at our local grocery store. And then once a month, the first Tuesday of the month, I can save 6% on my groceries. And I've always been like, what's the sense if you only save one day per month? Well, I think I might switch my shopping over to tomorrow and go sign up for it and save 6% on my groceries for this week. Just, okay, so I have to juggle things around. I think, like last year when I got them, the email, like, oh, you should sign up for this. I was like, it's on a Tuesday. I work on Tuesdays. Well, now I might not always be working on Tuesdays. Like last week, I didn't work on Tuesday. I asked if I could just take the day off and have the young lady that I'm training take my day, and went just fine. So I might start taking Tuesdays off from now on, and I'd be able to go out and do my shopping on Tuesday. So that today turned from a work on my to-do list and do shopping and run these errands and do this and do that to stay at home, cross stuff off the list, get organized, wear the same shirt that you wore on Saturday, just bum around at home. So that's what I'm doing today. And I think I've crossed enough items off my list that I have earned some craft time. I typed up the Yip Yip pattern. I updated the March blog. I wrote out my goals. I got 2 Etsy orders out to the mailbox. Yeah, I've earned some craft time. So I'm going to go finish up the Yip Yip. Yip. My husband didn't know what a Yip Yip was. So I pulled up the Yip Yips on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, you didn't watch Sesame Street? No, he was at work when the kids were watching Sesame Street. Back 30-something years ago when we had little kids watching Sesame Street in the house. So I pulled up a video where they're singing their yip, 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 aha, aha. He was like, okay, yeah, that thing that you made looks like that. Okay. Because I don't know if anybody will buy it. I'm like, oh yeah. People like Yip Yips, so they'll buy it. Yeah. So that's it. I'm starting to go down rabbit trails and what is it? Ramble. That's the word. So I am going to go play with yarn. And after I finish up a Yip Yip, I'll probably go back to my laptop and do a little bit more typing. I need to type up a recipe. I need to type up my March Monster of the Month. Get those together. So I have my to-do list on the computer. I wrote it in an Excel file, put it in a pretty font, made it either 14 or 16 point, so if I had it printed out, I'd be able to read it without readers. And I think I started out with 24. I crossed a few things off, I added a few things. I crossed a few things off, I added a few things. Now I think I'm down to 14 items on the list, and a couple of them will have to wait for tomorrow because I'm not going out shopping today. I want to go to Dollar Tree and see if the little plastic Easter eggs, if they've got those on half price. I saw them at the grocery store when I was shopping on Thursday, but it was like $3.99 for a pack of eggs. It's like they'll have those at Dollar Tree, and they might have them for half price after Easter. So I want to get some plastic eggs again for surprises for the grandchildren. And I had a few other shopping things. I need to go to a craft store. I'm almost out of the yellow scrubby yarn I use for making the egg scrubbies. So I'll either get to a craft store this week or I'll place an order for Michael's online because I have a gift card to use up. Okay, as I said, I'm rambling, so